which is something I don't normally do. And of course, as usual, this internet is so. And like I said, it keeps doing its thing up there. So, and I don't know what's wrong with it. I got to thinking, hey, Lady Blind Wolf. I got to thinking that there are a few. Hey, Aiden. Wow, y'all are both on here. Awesome. Did y'all enjoy your turkey day? You like pie? I just ate a piece of apple pie, homemade apple pie. It's pretty good. I hope y'all had a nice time, Lady Blind Wolf. How'd your visit go over there? Should I ask? Yeah, and it keeps notifying me that the connection's unstable is what it keeps saying, and I don't understand that. There's not a bit of wind there. It's beautifully sunny today, and I don't get it. That great grandmother had a witch's ball in her house, and she doesn't know what a witch's ball is. Oh, did you tell her what it was? Oh my. So Reagan and I got mad, asked to make her a few more. Oh, okay. Oh, she didn't mind them being witches' balls, huh? Well, I guess that's good. At least she's, a little open-minded. She didn't throw a hissy fit. I'll tell y'all what, if I don't get well soon, at least have one decent day. I don't know. I told y'all that y'all know, of course, I'd been really sick, and then got this crap in my mouth. I swear, y'all, I thought it was thrush. Just I had never had it before, but just the way my mouth was feeling, and when I looked at my tongue, all my taste buds were like 5 times their normal size. You could see them and red, and the roof of my mouth has like purple blood streaks going across it. I don't know. But finally, it still kind of bothers me, but it doesn't hurt like it did. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to have a good day. I'm going to be in a good mood. I'm going to be able to get up and maybe get some stuff done and mosey around, and I'll be damned all day long. I've been having freaking chest pains. I cannot win for losing. So if I all of a sudden go, that's what I'm doing, it's freaking chest hurts. But that's how my day's going. She does not know. Oh, she don't know what they are. Oh, you're not going to tell her. Why don't you tell her? I guess they might be witches' balls to us and not to a mortal. So I don't know. I guess she can think of them however she wants to. But yeah. I don't know. I'll just be glad when I can have a good day. I don't like being cranky and hurting all the time or sick and all that good stuff. So I just want to be okay for a while. And I have got to be well Monday because I've got to go check on this job. I was going to go today, but a lot of people aren't in their offices today, and they just better go Monday. You know. But I'll say what I was going to say right quick on the subject of Persephone. I know that a lot of people, some people use Persephone. They honor her and stuff like that. But she's not one of them goddesses that are that popular. You know what I mean? Um, kind of like Hestia. Hestia is goddess of the hearth. Um, but that's about all people associate around her with. And, they might, I don't know, a lot of people usually have some sort of little offering or altar space for her by the fireplace or um, whatever is heating that person's home. The keeping the home fires burning per se. But her and Persephone both are kind of, and I guess there's a few more um, goddesses. I can't think of any right now that are kind of low level uh, on the rungs, but you're cleaning. Okay. Um, yeah. Now, everybody knows the story of Persephone, and I'm pretty sure I already did a video on it. If you didn't, but Persephone is Demeter's daughter, and the whole thing about her going into Hades and spending parts of the year, and that's our winter time, and pretty much how the Greeks came up with the reason for the seasons. Um, Persephone in Hecatean witchcraft is a little bit more revered, I guess you could say. I don't know. Maybe that was the wrong way to put it. Um, she's more acknowledged more because of the relationship between Hecate and Persephone. Hecate is the one that led her around in the underworld so she wasn't afraid and alone, and did so for Hades. And Hades, that's when Hecate became the queen of hell, per se. I guess you can do your own research on it. This is just how the best way I know how to put it. Now, if you look at the way things are, Persephone is Hades' wife. So therefore, if he's the king of hell, then she would be the queen, right? Well, I think Hecate kind of took that role over because Persephone is so different. She's not really your underworld goddess type. You know what I'm saying? Her mother is the goddess of the harvest and, growing and production. And Hades, is the land of the dead. And so it's basically, I like to call it uh, Persephone's winter home, which is what it is. She'll go down there and spend the winter times with, or is what we know as winter time with Hades. And then up here on Earth is when it gets cold, nothing grows because Demeter gets depressed as hell every time Persephone's gone and won't let anything grow, doesn't tend to crops and blah, blah, blah. That's the mythological story in Greek mythology anyway. although Demeter knows where she's at, and Persephone chooses to be there. Yeah, she was kidnapped in the first place, originally. Um, but then, and there's different stories. There's some stories, there's some books, there's even some movies that portray this scenario as a really savage one. Like, Hades just, well, he did kidnap her, took her against her will. I haven't heard any other way about it, but she has chosen to stay with him. Now, in some stories, you'll hear that Demeter made a deal with Hades and all that. It just depends on who's telling the story, as with anything else, or where you hear it from. It's usually very, very close to the same thing, um, as far as the abduction and stuff like that. And then Demeter allowing Persephone to go down there, spend X amount of months a year in Hades. I started working with Bridget. I worked mainly with her hearth and home aspect and her poet aspect. She's been kind of cool too. Yeah, Bridget's really, I like Bridget. I work with Bridget myself because I'm Irish, and Bridget's an Irish goddess. Well, she's in the Irish pantheon. But you'll see it pronounced Bridget, with the D, and then you'll also see Bridget, Brigit. But yeah, I have a statue of her and everything. She's got a real soothing, calm energy most of the time, but to me, she's fairly quick. It's a fast paced energy type stuff. But I guess she would be being Irish, and you picture the Irish redheaded and got that fire about them. Um, but yeah, I've worked with her. But yeah, as far as Persephone, if you have a minute or can, whatever, um, it wouldn't hurt to honor her. Uh, I don't. She's not one that most of us go to actually work with, as far as spells and all that I know of. Now, some may, I know that there are people that work with her. I can't figure out. I don't know what type of workings they would do. Um, Persephone is still the young girl. I mean, she has a lot of pull, because of who her husband is. But I just don't get the the vibe from her that I see her as more carefree. You know, she does what she wants, and just a very sweet goddess. Maybe one that could use a friend. She just reminds me of a young girl. I don't see any adult, um, or adulting, should I say, in Persephone. Not that there's not. I just don't see it. Um, I still just look at her as a very, very young girl. I mean, not 12, 13, 14 years old, but in her extreme, in our day and age, I guess in her extreme early 20s. Um, I don't know why I see her that way. I just do. I always have. Um, but you know, and this is the funny thing about mythology, because if you look at it, Hades would actually be, if you look at the family tree of the Greek gods and goddesses, Hades would actually be Persephone's uncle, right? Oh, hell, Robert's home. Yeah, Hades would be her uncle because, Hades is Demeter's brother. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Of course, it's not unlike them, to keep it in the family. But, it wouldn't hurt to maybe, pick her some flowers. She loves flowers, even what I call winter weed flowers, like the dandelions that are blowing over, and I'm sure that there's still wildflowers on the side of the road here and there. But I mean, it wouldn't hurt to do something with her if you wanted to, or just say hi or whatever, ask how she's doing. I don't know. I don't know what even made me think of that. But during the dark months, and Hecate not there. Hecate is down there a lot with her. Hecate kind of mothers her and keeps her company and helps her. But I mean, not all the time, because as we all know, Hecate is a very, very busy goddess. I mean, she's got all kinds of things to do and chores and what have you, whatever you want to call them. So, where did you get that? Did you check the mail?
Yeah.
Just now?
Yeah.
Because I already checked it.
What?
Or did you not check it yesterday?
Well, no, I don't think I did, because it was Thanksgiving and I didn't figure it'd be running on.
Or the day before, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because I brought your papers in your chair.
I've seen that.
That it was in there. Anyway, yeah, sorry. Yeah, I love this stuff, y'all, but it's so expensive. I mean, you could if you wanted to. It was just a thought in my head, She'd probably enjoy that, appreciate that. And Persephone, she could, if you can keep her attention long enough. This is what I'm saying. She just seems like a young, carefree girl to me. It doesn't matter what I read on her, how I research it, who says what. I have always felt that way about Persephone. I would look at her like a little sister, you know. I don't know. That's just the way I perceive her. But I think, if you wanted to, I think it'd be a nice thing to do something for her, during the dark months, because I'm as much as she loves her husband, I'm sure she misses her mama too, and being above ground where the flowers are, and like I said, she is, Demeter's daughter, so she would love all that stuff, the flowers and blah blah blah. In fact, that's what she was doing when she was abducted, was out picking flowers. So the story goes. I don't understand why someone would work with Persephone most of the time, considering she's considered God. Oh, I've never heard that. Honestly, Aiden, I've never heard that she was a goddess of destruction. Honestly, that's the first time I've ever heard that. Where did you hear that? I mean, did you study that somewhere? Somebody tell you, or do you know that from experience? Or I've never heard she was destructive. I mean, I've heard, she just. I mean, I don't doubt it. I've just never heard it. Honestly. However, I do plan on getting a statue of her because she's Hades as well. Yeah. Well, uh, I don't know. I don't know any of that about her, Aiden. I've never heard she was destructive. In all my years, I've never heard that. This is yours, Robert. Yeah, these two are yours. Um, but yeah, Hecate's down there with her pretty much the whole time she's down there. Which is why Hades gave Hecate control of the underworld. Which is why Hecate is considered the queen of the underworld and not Persephone. I kind of had a hard time understanding that myself. It's like, wait a minute, Persephone is Hades' wife, so why wouldn't Persephone be the queen of hell? And as I need to get that book too, y'all. I really want that book. I can't remember his last name, but his name's Mark. Do y'all remember who it was that wrote The Queen of Hell? It's Mark somebody. In fact, he wrote 3 books that I want to get. One's The Queen of Hell, and it's, of course, about Hecate. Mark, I'll think of it here in a minute. It'll pop in my head, hopefully. Yep, one Google search, and I found out she can. Oh, I'm sure she can. Of course she can. She's a goddess. But I've just never known her to be assertive. Is that a good word to use? I mean, in my world, I've talked to her. I've invited her. Like every once in a while, I'll work with Hades on something, and you know, depending on what time of year it is, I'll invite Persephone. You know, I know that, dear. But she's not. I mean, I've just never got that vibe from her. I mean, um, I just never have got that vibe from Persephone. Now, every once in a while, I kind of get a little, I don't know, a tinge from her, like she would be kind of spoiled, like a spoiled girl. But not to the point to where it would be, annoying or. She just seems really sweet and kind of innocent. I don't know. I'm not saying that's how everybody's going to see her by no means, but that's just how I envision her and the energy that I get from her. Okay, whatever you say, dear. That's the reason she doesn't have the keys is because Hecate does. But it doesn't matter either way. And I'll tell you somebody else that since we're speaking of the underworld now, y'all have to understand too that there's a whole other hierarchy down there. We know the main Greek god himself, Hades, but then you think, Persephone visits. Hecate is back and forth all the time because she is the one that leads the dead to and from. And then you've got the demon hierarchy. And Lilith. Lilith is something else, guys. I am telling you right now. She has a zero tolerance level for men.
That's my kind of woman.
I'll tell you that. She's not a part of the Greek pantheon, but she is in Hades. She is the mother of all demons. Yeah. She is considered the mother of all demons. And yeah, I mean, I don't blame her. I guess y'all know that story too, right? She was actually the first woman created for man, for Adam, before Eve. And she wasn't going to bow to nobody. Y'all can do all that research. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and, I have several friends that follow the left-hand path, and one in particular that really likes Lilith. I know plenty of men that claim to work with Lilith, but most of them identify as gay too. I don't know. Not my circus. Yeah, I don't know if the factor would settle in, with her. I just don't really know how. I ain't gonna say either way because, they don't. In our realms and in the gods and goddesses, they don't really look at male and female. They do, but they don't. Does that make sense? It's the energy. If someone has a feminine energy, which actually we all have. Females have both, and males have both. Every male has a little bit of feminine energy, and vice versa. We call it their soft side. That's why women are so touched when they see a man cry or that has actual feelings, and he shows them, because they're like, oh, he's so sensitive. I would hand them to you before you knock my pop over on my computer. I don't know. But Lilith is, if you get mad at somebody, a man does you wrong, I'm here to tell you. She don't mind one bit stepping in there and putting her foot up his ass. In fact, she rather enjoys it. But, she's actually considered part of the left-hand path in most cases because of the demonology. And she is considered the mother of all demons. Because when she told Adam to, get lost, she went off and did her own thing. So the story goes. I haven't ever worked with Lilith. I respect Lilith. I definitely understand where she comes from, why she would think some of the things that I've been taught that she thinks, but I don't. I normally, honestly, every once in a while I work with another goddess, but it's usually just Hecate. I don't have any reason to roam, should I say. I have, though, and I like Bridget. I like working with her, and I have worked with the Morrigan even. if I'm going to work with the Morgon, it's usually during springtime for whatever reason that resonates with me and her. Probably because of the chaos, that's going on in the atmosphere and the tornadoes and the storms and um, to me, I just kind of relate them, two together, the Morgan and storms. I mean, everybody has their own way they see the goddesses, and I have just always thought of her that way. And I've had speaking of, okay, Circe and Medea, or Medea, however you want to pronounce it. I've had people ask me several questions about them. Um, I have my own opinion, kind of like my own little, I don't know, mythology to explain Medea and Circe. Now, some people will even go as far to say that Medea, Circe, and Hecate are actually all of the same witch, because Medea and Circe are witches, considered witches. They don't say goddesses or any of that. They are, but whenever you hear them referenced, it's witch, you know? And so somehow or another, throughout some of the years and some of the pantheons, they have gotten the notion in their heads, or some people has, that all three of these women are the same being, and they're not. No. Um, it just goes back to that same old thing. It's mythology, so you can look at it and decipher it however you want to, I guess. And the way I see the Morgan um, may not be the way you see it, Aiden. Um, she has different aspects too. But I use her during storm season. I work with her. I hate using that word use when it comes to the goddesses. Um, I don't know. You can just you can do your own research and come to your own conclusions. As I always tell y'all, this is just how I've looked at them my whole life. I have specific ones that resonate with me for specific workings. You know. Um, then you'll hear some witches tell you that you should not work outside of your pantheon. That they say you're supposed to pick a pantheon and you stick with it. Well, I don't necessarily believe that either. Then don't tell me what to do, because I will. I'll tell you what's very ironic to me is that I don't work more with the Egyptian pantheon than I do. Because honestly, the Egyptian pantheon always intrigued me. The Egyptian culture always intrigued me. As I said, that's what I did my sociology thesis on in college on, was the Egyptian culture. And they were just awesome. Very, very intelligent, very advanced people. I had no choice but to do it. It just enthralled me. But yeah, they were very, very smart people, and their gods and goddesses, the way they believed is like anyone else. I mainly use Bastet. I do work with her a lot, is because of my cats, and I'll honor her. I have my own little statues. It's not necessarily labeled Bastet, but I've got cat statues that I buy that I think are pretty and whatever. But yeah, she's the one that watches over my babies, and she saved their lives a couple of times. Well, Lexi anyway. As I've told y'all, I mean, I just knew I was gonna lose her. It just broke my heart. But she got better, and you know, I made an offering to Bastet and called on her and asked for her help, and she was there. But yeah, the Egyptian pantheon is really neat too. They all are. I like studying all of them. So at least I know a little bit about all of them. In case anybody asks me a question, then I can say, well, this is what I found when I researched it. I mean, somebody else might find something different, and that's why we share. This is why we talk to each other and let each other know what we found. You know. But yeah, Lilith, but she is considered the mother. If you top in who is the mother of all demons, I guarantee it's going to say Lilith. Guarantee. But Persephone, I just don't get that vibe from her at all. I'm not saying she couldn't be. Hell, she's a goddess, you know. Um, I'm sure she could have a temper if she wants one or get riled up. And I'm sure that since she's been reigning, down there with Hades, that he's shown her a trick or two. But I kind of look at it when she's down there like her vacation time with her husband. Then she goes back up and sees her mama, and they go to work, planting and the dealing with the harvesting, or the sowing, and getting stuff, the grain planted, and I just kind of envision my own little thing, and that's okay. But Hecade's down there all the time. She's back and forth all the time because she's constantly leading the dead in and out, in and out. You know, usually around the dark moon. But I was about to say something I forgot, guys. And I was trying to remember it because it was important to what we were discussing, and it just went away. Oh, but yeah, I haven't ever worked with Lilith. Like I said, my friend Angie does. She works with Lilith, or has. I don't know if she works with her all the time, but she has worked with her a lot. So, what are y'all up to today? I know Aiden's cleaning. What are you doing, uh, Lady Blonde Wolf? Oh, hi. I don't know what the hell they're thinking here with this bill. Well, guys, it looks like I'm not going to have a phone. You've got to be kidding. There's no way in living hell my phone bill's $210. Oh my God, no. Sorry, I was looking at this right quick. It's funny. I was at a reading last night and I got told to harness the moon more. Ugh. The kids went shopping, not me. Black Friday. Oh, hell no. Yeah, me either. I shopped, but I shopped online. Robert let me use his credit card, and I actually got to get some witchy stuff, y'all. I was so excited. Just eating some leftover turkey. Yeah. Um, I went yesterday. Some people I used to work for here. I took care of their dad um, when he was sick at home, so he could stay at home. And over the years, they've become like my family. I mean, I pretty much lived over there when their dad was alive, and they just treated me like I was one of their own. Um, and the mother at the time, she was, she still had her mind and ran everything and what have you. And now she's sick. She's got Alzheimer's, and so I always told them, now that I've moved back, that if they need any help, to let me know. Um, that family has, I can't even begin to tell y'all how much they've done for me. Not just financially, but mentally, morally. I mean, they have stood beside me through some hairy stuff, man. And there isn't anything I wouldn't do for them, within my power. So I called over there yesterday and told them, the two girls, because they kept their dad at home and they're keeping their mama at home, you know, and they take care of her. And so I said, well, I'll come over there and sit with her, and y'all go have dinner with your kids, and enjoy yourselves. And that's what they did. So I went over there yesterday and sat with her. And when they came back, they brought me a plate of turkey and mashed potatoes. And if it hadn't been for that, I wouldn't have had anything as far as Thanksgiving goes, except for pumpkin pie. Robert did buy pumpkin pie and bring it home the other day. But I tell y'all, the way my mouth was feeling there for a while, I mean, I ate, but I have not ever had anything like this happen. Oh my gosh. Very, very painful. And I just can't help but wonder if it wasn't those steroids that did that. I mean, and it was right towards the end, when I was almost through taking them. I mean, I woke up in my mom's house, and when you go to swallow, it feels like your throat's real dry and scratchy. That's what it felt like. I like to have never got up enough saliva to swallow. So I don't know. I don't know what it is. My tongue was extremely sore and had little bumps on it, and my taste buds in the back were raised like three. They were about 3 times their size. It was just really nasty looking. I had no idea what might have caused that. But today it's feeling a little better, and I'll just be glad when I feel good again. Damn it, I'm tired of feeling bad. I mean, like I said, ever since I've gotten back to this town, it's been one thing literally after another. I mean, I get here, rush, rush, rush. I was already tired from moving, and you go to work, and then that's all I did was work, 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 because we didn't have any help. And then I got sick, and finally, I was sick for over a month before I finally went to the ER. Got stuff for all that to get well, or as well as I'm gonna get. And then this happened. And then today, I'm thinking, okay, well, this is going away now. And all of a sudden, I'm freaking having chest pains. What the hell? I don't know. It is what it is, but I'm just tired of not feeling good, Damn. I don't know. But yeah, when I get that stuff, I'll show you. They moved it into 4 separate orders, and one of them ain't going to be here until like January. Anywhere from, it said from December 21st to January 17th. If I'd have known that crap, I just would have taken it off my order list. But I had to have them. I've been wanting some for a long time, and I got them. They're those real pretty, herb spoons. Well, you can get them silver. There's pewter. There's gold. Um, that you dip your herbs or your powders out with. I'll show it. I'll show them to y'all whenever I get them. But it's been a very long time since I actually was shopped on there for witchy stuff. And I enjoyed it. It was fun. But I need to get started on that money spell too. Oh, and I got another email from, I was telling y'all know what's going on with my last job. I got an email from corporate saying that, they had started their investigation and yada, yada, yada. I think I'm going to tell them, okay, I want a year's salary. I want exactly what I would have made tax free. I'll worry about the taxes. Because, I know that even if they offer me my job back, they'll make it such living hell for me that I can't stay there. I mean, they know my temper. It just would never work. I got a haircut and dyed my hair dark purple. I think it looks cool. When did you do that, Aiden? Since your video yesterday? Didn't look purple to me. Did you do it today? Anyways, going to eat and get ready for bed. Oh, you are? Oh, you got to work tonight, huh? Okay, sweetie. Well, we love you. Of course, you know that. I'm just so not used to be on here this time of day. Well, it's kind of ironic that it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's usually 3 o'clock in the morning that I'm on here. But I was hoping maybe I could catch a few people that I don't ever get to talk to. I mean, I have quite a few subscribers, and I don't hardly get to talk to any of them because I'm on so early or late, however you want to put it. But I do have some things planned to do for y'all, or show you, or teach you, whatever, give you give you some ideas, because but I just have not. I had that spell out way early this morning, looking at it, thinking, okay, well, this wouldn't take much to tell them. I could get on here and do this right quick. A money drawing spell, but I honestly just have not felt good. I just don't want to do it. No other excuse but that. If that makes sense. You know? I'll tell you what, this Dr. Pepper sets my mouth on fire. Know what I mean? Um, there's something I want y'all to help me work on too. Since you two, Lady Blind Wolf and Aiden, are mainly the main ones that are on here with me most of the time. Anybody else, if they have any ideas or suggestions or whatever, I want to organize. I was going to say for next spring or summer, but I don't know how the pandemic's going to be doing by then. And if y'all remember, um, 2022 is when the witchy cruise takes place. I think the boat's going to leave New Orleans. I'm pretty sure it's February. I'll have to recheck on that, and I'm not too sure if it's still on because of everything that's went on. But some witches will just go to New Orleans and meet there, blah blah blah, whatever they want to do, and not go on the boat trip, not go on the cruise. They may, go back home after uh, the boat takes off, or they may stick around there. I wouldn't mind going to New Orleans now. I'm not crazy about being on a boat out in the middle of the ocean, trust me. But I would really enjoy going to New Orleans and getting to like go see Marie Laveau's grave and maybe give her an offering and stuff like that. I mean, New Orleans is full of history, as we all know, and especially when it comes to the magical side. I mean, there's no telling what you could spend weeks there. I want to go see the Lizzie Borden house. Lizzie Borden got an axe. Lizzie Borden gave 40 whacks. I don't know. It would just, I mean, I've been through New Orleans several times, driven straight through it, but as far as I just need to stop and go see things. So I don't know, kind of everything's really up in the air, and it all depends on if I'm working and if I have any money. It's always about money, isn't it? One way or the other, it's going to boil down to money. I don't know. But it is what it is, you know. I almost bought some more wax. I have wax out there that actually I need to bring in the house before it sits out there and gets too cold, too hot, too cold, too hot, and it friggin' ruins that half a bag of wax I got out there. But make candles. I really don't have room to do it in here though, so I don't know. I just saw a thing that the Lizzie Borden house is. Oh yeah. Uh, which one is it that I want to say it was the Lizzie Borden house, the original one that Nicolas Cage bought. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong though. I cannot remember which. I can't remember which house he bought there in the French Quarter. But he bought a house there, a famous house. It was either him or Johnny Depp. I think it was Nicolas Cage. Of course, y'all know me. I'm about half brain dead nowadays, so I don't remember nothing. I want to say it was Nicolas Cage. I could be wrong. I don't know. But yeah, for the ones that don't want to go on the cruise or have anything to do next summer, um, maybe us three, me and you and Aiden, Lalari, yes, 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 the one he bought. Is that what you're saying? That he bought the Madame Lalari house? My ear's cold. Yeah, that's one I want to see too. Was Nicholas Cage? Okay, okay. I thought so. Well, that house has some bad history in it. Whew. And I'm telling y'all now, if any of y'all go down to New Orleans and go looking through these houses, and now they have tours all the time. I'm sure New Orleans is pretty much just a big, huge tourist attraction because of all the history in it. But y'all better have to have you some protections up. I'm telling you. That's why I love it when all the witches can get together. But I'm telling you, can you imagine the chaotic energy that's going to be flying around New Orleans, even more so than it already does when you add about, I don't know, 5,000 more witches to it? I don't even know where the heck we're going to be next summer. A few members of Reagan's family trying to help us move out of here. So I have no idea. Yeah, well, I don't either. But it's just a thought process. Um, I want to go to Salem. That's just all there is to that. New Orleans is quite a bit closer to me than Salem, Massachusetts, though. You can just see the outside of it, I guess. It's probably owned now, and he doesn't let people look in there. The Lalari Mansion. Well, that's okay. I mean, I don't want to be up there, messing with people. I want to go to some of the shops down there too. I want to, buy some things there. I'll just be so and hopefully the world has calmed the hell down to where everybody can get along enough together to enjoy company and converse and be witches. Give a damn what color you are. I think it's neat as hell down in there. I can't remember the name of that little town outside New Orleans that when I was a senior in high school, there was a lady that lived down the street from me in this trailer house. And she was sitting she wasn't that much older than me. I was a senior in high school and I walked by her trailer house on my way home from school. I didn't live that far from the school. I just walked. And one day she was sitting out on her porch and I stopped and talked to her and she was from Louisiana. And I mean, she was one of them heavy draw, Cajuns. I mean, when I first started talking to her, I couldn't hardly understand her. I had to, get used to the way she talked, and then it was easier to understand her. You can just see the, oh, okay, I already read that. Well, I don't know. I know it's just fun to think about, you know. Y'all know me, I don't really like making plans because the minute I do, something always happens, whether I cause it uh, directly or indirectly, or if it's completely out of my control, it happens and I don't get to do what I planned on doing, and I get upset, and I just don't plan. I'm not a planner like that as far as going. But those are two places I'll definitely want to, and I'm not talking about just driving through there. I'm talking about spending a week in each one and seeing things, buying stuff at the shops. I can only imagine now. I bet Salem's expensive, y'all. I know that the rooms and stuff are there, especially certain times of the year. But I mean, even the shops. I mean, it's a big, huge tourist attraction, also. I mean, I don't know of any two other cities in the United States of America that uh, pertain more to witches. You know, have so much history around the witches as New Orleans and or Salem. Not saying there's not. It's just mainly the main two I know of. So I don't know. But yeah, it'd be fun to get a bunch of them together and hang out. I don't even know if that cruise is still on. It should be. I mean, I haven't gotten any email saying it wasn't. And as far as they know, I'm going. So they would probably notify me, I would think. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I mean, on one hand, when you have that many witches together, I mean, first of all, it's an experience that is probably a once in a lifetime thing when you have that many witches all together at once. But also, it might get a little chaotic itself. That's a lot of energy to have all in one space. You think? I don't care. I think it'd be neat. And I do. There's several things in New Orleans I want to see, but I wish I knew somebody that actually lived there, um, that would show me themselves. Because the hometown people know the history and places better than anyone. And you get these tourist places, that just say, okay, well, it's just not the same. You know, I mean, I don't know how, if I was part of a tour group, how they would feel about me. I don't want, I want to be able to stay as long as I want. You know what I mean? I don't want to be following people around, or when they leave or get bored, then I have to because the tour guide says so. I don't want that crap. Uh, if I want to go sit at Marie Laveau's grave for a freaking hour, I want to be able to do that. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I guess we'll see. We'll see what all is going on. But yeah, I want to see the Lizzie Borden house and the Madame Lalaurie house and um, if somebody's living in it, then of course I won't go in. I don't care. They can live there all they want. But I mean, you can do that any day of the week too. I mean, it's just you can just drive down there from here. I think it'd probably take me about 8 hours. Not sure. I know it took me 12 hours to get from here to Ocean Springs, Mississippi. And I went right through, straight through Louisiana. But can't remember the name of that first town I went to. It starts with an F. Of course, went through New Orleans and Lafayette. I don't know. Won't be doing that again though. That was one hell of a trip, man. Tell you. And I drove it straight through. I stopped one time to get gas. That was it. That was it. But yeah, I think it'd be really interesting up there. I mean, I've already all this all these years been looking online stuff, attractions in New Orleans and reading up about them, and plus you send me stuff, Lady Blind Wolf, to look at. So I mean, that whole town is magical. You know, I'd like to be able to get some plants and stuff from down there that I would not ever have access to up here to work with, but I don't know where if I could even accomplish that. But I need to get my butt busy. Huh? I need money so I can go these places. And I want to go to Greece. Y'all know that. I have a feeling that's one dream I'm going to have to let go because I'm chicken. Oh man, do I not like to fly. I don't like it. I don't like it. And that's a long ass trip to Greece over that water. Of course, hell, I might get over there and just stay, huh? Just move to Greece. Ah, burn, burn, burn. I figured you were. Well, I knew you was there. I didn't know what you was doing, but well, we need to plan something, guys, in case this boat trip falls through. And I don't know about Salem. I just assumed that New Orleans was my best bet for this time because it's closer and because of the pandemic and because um, of the boat trip, the cruise. I don't know. But it would be cool just to find a place for like witches to kind of meet in the middle too, if they couldn't per se get all the way to New Orleans or wasn't going on the boat. Because I'm sure also that a lot of people, because of everything that's happened, have been out of work and they may not be able to afford a cruise. I don't know. I don't know. But I mean, you and I and Aiden don't live very far apart. Well, you're kind of up there, but because see, when I first started talking, when I was still living down there in Elk City, um, Aiden and I had already been talking because I mean he's down there in Texas. He can come up through Oklahoma. We could ride together, and then I said then we can go up there and get Lady Blonde Wolf, and then head on to Salem, or well, I think that's where we're going. But he had there was something else going on. There was going to be I forgot what he called it. Aiden, are you here? What was that you called that? Or a witch's retreat? Anyway, but I think I forget where he said it was. But this was last summer or last spring. We was talking about this. No, it was the spring before because it was before my son got home because I was talking to him in my witchy room, my altar room that I had made there. I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. Robert,
What?
you in that bowl.
Well, man, that bowl was getting along just fine.
Clank, clank, clank. But anyway, yeah, I figured I couldn't remember. I figured it was Nicolas Cage. I don't know why Johnny Depp came in my mind. See, I got my own healing candle going that I made. Smells good. Yeah, I'm gonna go Monday and talk to that other lady about that other job or. But I'm still gonna tell them that I want you know a salary, back pay. Yeah. And if they don't want to do it the right that way and meet me half at the halfway point, at least I'm not suing the piss smooth out of them. I'm just asking for what I would have made if they hadn't rocked my world. Um, I wasn't even going to do that, but I decided I was. If they make me get an attorney, then I'm sorry about their luck. I'll get them for a whole lot more than that. That's what it is. Pick your poison. Go the easy route or the hard route. I don't really care at this point. Um, I'm tired of people walking all over me. So it ain't gonna happen no more. What? Oh, I thought you were fixing to. Um, but yeah, I'm just kind of chilling around here today. I'm about half sleepy and Yeah. Lordy, lordy. Well, Lady Blind Wolf, with excuse me, with any luck, hopefully they'll get you out of there. I don't particularly like you living there in that town. It just seems too dangerous, too crazy. So they don't let you forget. Oh yeah, of course. There's no way I could do that. That's funny. Dang. Yeah, I don't understand what that bill is about. That pisses me off. They can take that, shove it up their ass is what they can do with that. I don't care. I'll get another phone company. I'll do whatever. I'm, I'll look at it when I get off here, but there's no way I have a back bill. They're saying like $70 of that is a back bill, and there's no way it can be. And it wouldn't be $130 otherwise anyway. Because I guarantee you they would have already turned my phone off if it was that far behind. And I have been with US Cellular, y'all, for all my life, ever since the damn phone came out, the cell phones. It really pisses me off they do this crap to me. And of course, my son lost his phone, so I had it suspended. And they're saying, okay, well, we have to reactivate it and blah, blah, blah because it's still under contract. I said, look, if you reactivate that phone, that's your own damn deal because it's not activatable. It is smashed. I'm so tired of arguing with them over this goddamn phone. I've told them and told them and told them that phone does not exist anymore. And people wonder why I get so hateful. It's like, I've told you a million times. I don't have that phone, nor will I ever have that phone ever again. It is smashed in the ground, literally. Well, I don't know where it's at now, but last time I seen it, it was smashed in little tiny pieces. Been run over by a truck. I don't care. I'll go to another phone company. I just took a lot of pride that I had been with the same phone company that long. And now they're going to try to make me pay a $210 bill. Whatever. It ain't happening. I'm just waiting to see if these kids come back with any missing limbs or why would they do that? You talking about from did I miss something? Did you tell me where they went or why that would happen or and I just don't remember or what? I'm so glad y'all love me and put up with me. Because I'm crazy. I still need to get my TV and shit in my room. And my movies. And I need a VCR or a DVD player. Yeah. I get my herbs and stuff in here too. I guess I'm gonna be here throughout the winter. I need to get the stuff out of there that I want and need. Before it gets too bad, I'm gonna be traipsing out there in the damn snow trying to get stuff. I don't know. That's no problem with it. It's just moving this shit around all the time. And I can't lift all that great. Robert can't. And poor Ariel, she's the one I always call. She's always one getting stuck helping me do stuff. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's Black Friday. They were okay. I got you. Now I remember. I remember you telling me that. I thought maybe Carla might have jumped on here, but I ain't seen her. Well, that's why. I honestly wouldn't have got as much stuff as I did, but everything was so cheap. Seriously, guys, I probably got upwards of around at least $600 worth of stuff. But I stocked up on candles and um, I got some things that I'd been wanting to get for quite a while and been putting off. And because a lot of stuff was on sale. So that's what I was telling y'all and trying to get a hold of people yesterday when I did that video too about the exquisite group. Where I get my candles, my spell candles. Because they're already wonderful candles and cheap. Not hard. They're not expensive at all. And they were having yet another sale on them. So they were even, you know, less expensive. So I was like, hell yeah, I got to get some while they're this cheap. So I don't think I'll actually have to buy candles for a very long time. Because I still had a bunch of them. Now I have a bunch more. Yeah. Uh, and I finally found me some mandrake root. The place I usually get my herbs from didn't have it. Last time I checked. Well, there's two different places. There's one I buy my bulk stuff from if I'm gonna get a whole bunch, and then there's two different witches that have herbs that I buy from. And I honestly went blank, or I tell you that Moonlight. Uh, One of them's Raven's Roost. Anyway, I'll buy from her. But yeah, and I had just ordered and got that fresh chamomile, and it just crossed my mind right now. I hope it's not out there molded. That'll just break my heart, piss me off, and everything else. That stuff was not cheap. and it wasn't dried completely. And I had it laying out, but I have, as y'all know, my Alexi, I couldn't leave it just laying there forever, and it was too damn windy to put outside. Um, so I would put some, in the oven and just let it sit there. I didn't turn any heat on it or anything like that. But anyway, I didn't get it all done. I hope it's not ruined. I hope it's not molded. But I don't know. I need to get these candles sold that I've got in the house too. Because I don't know anybody around here. I know everybody, but nobody, if that makes sense. I don't know where anybody is anymore to even ask them if they want to buy candles. Yeah, it's nice to have money to do stuff like that on Black Friday, and you can get your Christmas pretty much knocked out all in one day. But I've seen the way these idiots act. I'll tell you what, about the first time one of these full grown, supposedly mature women pushed me or my daughter or my granddaughter over or out of the way to get a damn Barbie doll, I just know what would happen. I would be in jail. That's what would happen. Because I'd probably lock that bitch's jaw up. About the first time she pushed my grandbaby, I would not be able to stop myself. I just don't go to them. To me, it's just completely stupid that grown men and women would even act that way. My God. Grow up. I'll bet you a whole lot of people did their shopping online. I'd rather do it online. I don't have to go anywhere and I can look at a whole bunch more stuff at one time. And I don't have to mess with a crowd. I'm hoping my great grandbaby gets to come home from the hospital next week. Poor little thing. Him was just too little. 2.5 pounds. I guess they still want them to be at least 5 pounds before they leave the hospital, right? I don't know. It's been so long since I've been in OB that I ain't pay attention to them. I'm on the other end of the spectrum. I'm in the geriatrics.
You are good.
You ought to know. Dear Robert, Lady Mama, you are geriatric. Yes, I am. Well, what's your point? Did a Black Friday thing once, and I'll never see. I don't think I've ever done it. Honestly, I don't remember ever doing a Black Friday anything. Because I used to be a hell of a lot worse than I am now. I can't even imagine me being around all them people when I was younger. Especially now, since we aren't getting supplies in, everyone's getting short of everything. It's really good. Well, they had how many boats, ships, huge ships docked. Speaking of New Orleans, docked right there at New Orleans in a lot of our ports. many other of our ports, and the ships never got unloaded. I read a deal on it. I don't remember exactly what they said. Oh, because the truckers were on strike and wouldn't haul it, so it was never unloaded. So all that stuff sat there and ruined all that food. And I swear to God, y'all, mankind will cut its nose off to spite its face. They'll think about, how many ever ships are sitting around United States harbors right now full of food just running because people are idiots. That making sense. Screw that. I'll get a pickup truck, a couple of them, and a U-Haul trailer, whatever I got to pull. I'll come unload that ship. I'll fill about 4 or 5 of my trucks up, and I'll bring that shit home. Hell yeah. Don't bother me a bit. People are just dumb. Especially now since we're not getting supplied. Oh, I already read that. Yeah. You acknowledge the fact you're geriatric? I do too. I'm kind of proud of that since I damn near almost didn't live to be here right now. So, hell yeah. Yeah. Oh, hell, he is too. He's like 74. He's just talking shit. Yeah, it's no wonder people think we're married. Y'all ought to hear us talk to each other, argue. I don't know how many people have told me, y'all sound just like a old married couple. Um, yeah, my friend was wanting me to move up there, and I mean, I could, stay there with them, and she works at I think she said it was a chicken plant. Mm, saying all of this advertising, and they don't even have enough product in to meet. Yep, you're right. I just, I'm really afraid for America. I am. I mean, oh my God, we got some idiots. Whew. And some of the people, in charge ain't all that great either. So, sorry guys, I was talking to my friend Angie. She can go feed her horses and come on here. I said, well, I've already been on here an hour and a half. You better hurry. Of course, I don't care. It's not like I have anything else to do. I guess now they finally got around to finding them $100 a day, and that's why things are starting to move. Now it seems to me they should have been doing. They're finding the ships that much a day. Oh. Well, I don't think that's fair. It's not the ship's fault. I mean, they did what they were supposed to do. They brought the shit here. It's the truckers that refused to haul it because they went on strike. Whatever the hell they did. That's where this whole flipping world's gone crazy. Yeah, it's not fair to find the ships. I'll tell you what, I'm probably already going to be aggravated because I've, been sitting here docked waiting on somebody to come unload my ship for how long? A month? 2 months? And then some mofo come up and want to give me a fine because I brought y'all your supplies. It's not my fault that y'all can get it unloaded. By God, I'll start that ship up and back right back out of that harbor with all that stuff still intact. Y'all won't get nothing. Ain't no damn fine. That's exactly what I'd say. Let's take this shit right back to China. Y'all can do without toilet paper and whatever. I don't care. Well, people need to be more organized when people strike like that. I don't care. You can call them scabs, whatever the hell you want. People need their stuff. I'm sorry. People gotta eat. We ain't got time for you to sit around being a big whiny titty baby. We got kids to feed. We ain't got time for your stupid crap. I'm just sick of all of it, to be honest with you. People need to work together and stop making it harder on each other to freaking survive and maintain through all this. But as usual, all they care about is what makes them more comfortable. And oh, we need more money. Well, doesn't freaking everybody? Nurses have been begging for more money for years. You don't see us freaking going on strike. Well, I guess some of them actually did, and to me, those nurses are scum. I'm sorry if there's anybody that did that watches me, but I mean when I say that, that is conduct unbecoming of a nurse. And if it was up to me, I'd yank their license. They would never be a nurse again for refusing care to someone for those reasons. Yeah, I won't get on that soapbox, but I mean it. That is not what we're about. So I do understand, people shouldn't take advantage of other people, but uh, it is what it is. I think everybody's pissed off nowadays, or you know, got their panties in a knot. Hell, I don't know. From what I'm understanding, it's not that they went on strike, but a bunch of them are quitting because they don't want to get the shot. So no, they don't. Oh no, I'm talking about just what was it, a year ago, a couple of years ago. I'm pretty sure it was like before the pandemic. A bunch of the nurses were wanting to quit because they weren't getting a raise in pay and blah blah blah. I don't remember exactly how it went, but that was pretty much the gist of it. Yeah. I don't know.
Unions have been fucking the United States for a long time.
Huh?
Unions have been fucking the United States for a long
Well, who
time.
said anything about the union?
Same difference. They want to get together and get more money, just like the fucking unions do. I do shit.
Anyway. Yeah, that's just ridiculous. Um, I don't know. No, I'm sure I'll get a lot of shitty comments too, probably on here. I don't care. They don't bother me, and they damn sure don't scare me. So if they only knew me, they might be the ones a little bit scared if they go around threatening my ass. Like I always say, it's my channel, my opinion. If they don't like it, they ain't gotta watch me. But yeah, I don't even used to. I would seriously get really hot under the collar, and I wouldn't care who heard me voice my opinion, and I didn't damn sure wouldn't care if I hurt their little feelings. I don't care. Um, I don't know. I try to be a good girl. I try to be a decent person. Sometimes people just will not let you, you know? And here lately, I've got you know all the crap's been going on with me. I ain't got time for people's stupidity. Done with it. I don't even care. And the quicker people friggin' realize that, the better off we'll all be. I don't care. Well, certain things I care about, you know what I mean. But I really do hope I get that job on Monday. I'm not gonna like look forward to it all weekend now and just to, get all tore up about it when I don't get it. Y'all know how my last 4 or 5 months have been, man. Ain't been so lucky on my end. I try not to complain because I know it can always be worse. It could have always been a lot worse than it was. And then it is. But damn it. I'm tired of not feeling good. I'm tired of not knowing what the hell I'm going to do with the rest of my life or even tomorrow. You know, I can't function that way. It just rocks my world. But I guess one thing's for certain now, I'll be here throughout the winter in the house I'm at now. So, because I don't think I can work and make enough money between now and then before winter sets in and get moved. It's just too damn expensive to move. Just gotta pay the first month's rent and deposits and yada yada yada, and they want outrageous money for these damn houses now. I tell you what, everybody, I guess hindsight's 2020. Everybody's got perfect vision there, but I truly, truly wish I'd have done things different. I really do. But I can't, there's nothing I can do about it now, you know? So.
It's your greeting card business, fool.
Oh, yeah, Lady Blonde Wolf. I don't think I told you. I have an idea for a little business. You can help if you want. I'm not going to say it on here because right now I'm keeping it kind of hush hush and I want to get a patent on it first. Um, but I'll tell you about it in Messenger. Never know. And it's kind of going to add to some of the rest of the stuff I make and do, you know. I need to come up with a cute name for a business, a witchy business. But I'm not going to say, you know, over the airways right now what it's going to consist of because I don't know if nobody's stealing my idea. You know what I mean? Burn. I think you'll like it. I was just sitting here, what, yesterday, Robert?
Last night you come in there after I
Last
went to
night.
bed.
Yeah, okay. So just, I got a brainstorm. I swear it was Hecate put that in my head. Because, I mean, I was sitting there thinking how much, honestly, I hate nursing now. I hate it. Well, I guess I ought to rephrase that. I don't hate nursing. I hate what it's become. Um, it's just freaking politics now. You know, and another thing, I'm getting really really tired. You know, my whole my whole life in nursing, bending over backwards to make somebody else's life better and do my job and a job that I respected and loved and enjoyed doing. That was very rewarding for people to turn around and pretty much just shove it right at my butt.
You got such a nice butt.
I mean, I'm just sick of it. I'm tired of, you know, always being on the whipping post and everybody expected me not to complain about it. You know, there's many, many years I couldn't, my kids didn't have as good a school clothes to wear as the other kids, you know, because I was a nurse's aide. They didn't pay us shit. We worked our asses off and didn't get paid anything. Not being able to pay a bill or not having decent food on my table, you know. You deal with all that at home and then you deal with it at work. Family members screaming and hollering at you because you're not perfect and you're director of nursing and blah, blah, blah. It's just on and on. You do damn near all the work and you're on the bottom of the totem pole. You get paid very little. But dealt with that all them years and then, you know, then all this happens with this other job. That, as y'all know, that really messed with my feelings. It wasn't even about the money. It wasn't about uh, anything except my feelings got hurt because the one individual that did this has known me for so long. and would turn around and do some shit like that to me. That's what hurt my feelings. That's what bothered me. And I just got sick of it. I said, okay, I'm going through the steps now. I'm going to call corporate and see what they're going to do about it. If I don't feel justified, then I'm going to go another route. I won't let it rest. Once I latch on, I'm latched till I decide to freaking let go. I'm sorry about their luck. They just happen to be the last footprint I'm going to take on my backside.
I'll meet you in backside.
And it really sucks because we were just now starting to get paid what we're worth in my books. And I'm pretty much old and wore out and cranky, and I don't know. I don't know. This touchless thermometer here. Ain't got no batteries in it. We all had to use these because we had to have touchless thermometers. And I know the facilities are supposed to supply everything, but I don't have time to look all over the damn place to find a thermometer. I got things to do. So I buy my own, I carry it with me, and it's right there within my reach. And if anybody else touches it, they might get their hand smacked. I know, I'm silly. I'm a silly girl. I don't even know if this still has batteries in it. I got my cuff. I honestly don't even know if it still has batteries. Nope. No batteries. I'm going to have to get some more batteries. I'm out of batteries everywhere. Oh. A really good friend of mine just graduated from nursing school like last week. And, I'm not about to disillusion her. She asked my opinion on it when she started. And I told her, go for it. The problem is, well, she had already been a nurse's aide. I had another girl that she had also been a nurse's aide, and she went to nursing school, got her LPN, and she just couldn't handle it. And I'm like, what can you not handle about it? You're where you wanted to be. You're not a nurse's aide anymore. Why? But then I didn't have any idea. In all honesty, she was flipping the hell out inside her head. She was seriously losing her mind. But I think she worked as a nurse for a year in a hospital, and that was it. She never worked again as a nurse. But like I said, she got to where she's a little. So I don't know. She's definitely somebody I didn't want to be around because she's one of those that just you could just see bad energy, black and pouring, oozing off and out of her. You just did not even want to be anywhere close to her. And she got worse and worse and worse. I'm actually really glad that she let her nursing license expire and stuff, because that's not where she belonged. Especially, on how she became. You can't be like that and be a nurse. But I know bunches of them that do that. They'll get in there and say, "Oh, never mind, all that schooling," and then they decide that's not what they want to do. I knew an RN that did that, a 4-year RN. Yeah, an MSN. And she worked 2 years as the director of nursing in a facility that I was working at. And I told her, I said, I wouldn't start off in that uh, area if I were you. I said, you do what you want, but I think you should do something else first. Sure enough, she didn't. And then she decided she hated it. Didn't even try anything else, like working in a hospital or, being the intake coordinator of a home health care agency, or a lot of different things an RN can do. You've got to find where you fit in, which aspect of it you like. Most of the time, unless you work in a hospital setting or something like that, most RNs are what we all call paper nurses, book nurses, because they deal with a lot of the uh, orders and what have you. You know what I'm trying to say. They do a lot of paperwork. But, if you're an RN per se in OR, or, somewhere in the hospital, OB, pediatrics, wherever. But she just quit it. She's like, I said, you've got to be kidding me. All those years of college and all the studying that you had to have done. And I cannot see just pissing that in the wind, It's like, oh my. But I guess she knew her own thing better than I did. I thought, why'd you even go to RN school? Why don't you just get your LPN and be done, that's enough. But I'll tell you, some people are just career students too. They've been in school all their damn lives and they're going to stay there. I don't get it. I'm going to go and study what I'm going to be and get out of there and make money.
When are you going to start making money?
So, I don't know. Well, I thought Angie might get on here right quick. She had to go feed the horses, and I don't know. But yeah, it would be fun to plan a trip like that. You think maybe? Yes. So yes, Lady Adara, it would be very nice. I may have to go take a nap. I don't know. I need to get that stuff in here. Something else just occurred to me speaking of school. Oh no. If I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, I have to go to an update class. Crap. Forgot all about that. Oh, wow. And what's the date? It is the 26th. Well, that's just freaking great. See where my brain's been? I forgot all about that. I don't know. That's just not good. So I'll have to get in that class Monday or my license will expire. Oh, man. I hate them classes. They're so boring. And I don't learn a damn thing. Honestly. I can think of 3 updates in my entire career that I actually learned something I didn't already know. I'm not kidding. They're boring as hell. It's all about the money. And them saying that, you took a refresher course or whatever. It's not even on that. Seriously. I mean, some places will have you, do temperatures and blood pressure readings, and we all know how to do that. Teach us something we don't know. Or refresh us on the new stuff that's out. Maybe even some of the laws, They act like it's not our job to know the rules and regulations in nursing, and it is. It's everyone's responsibility to know that. From the top down to the bottom. Yeah, a little. I'm tired too, though. I'm getting really, really sleepy. But I think I got up. I went lay down about, 7 o'clock last night, and I was up at 11. So I've been up since 11 o'clock last night. You know? Not that it's any big deal. I mean, go there and go to sleep. I sleep whenever and get up whenever. Like I have anywhere to be. It was really nice though getting to shop for a little bit. It was pretty cool. And then he gave me some money and I got to go gamble a little bit today. So I ran my course. I did everything I'm be able to do for a long time now in one day. It just actually it was quite a bit of money, so I just that's all for a while. Damn it. But hopefully Monday I'll get that job. So I mean, I talked to her like 2 months ago. Well, when I got sick the first time, and then I felt good that one day, and I thought I was well. So I called her to see if she was going to be in the office the next day, and I woke up in the middle of the night sicker than I had been before. And then, in and out of this damn hospital up here. So uh, hopefully it's, going to be okay, at least for a while now. And I can make money and be of use. I just feel useless. But I don't know. One day at a time. That's literally all I can do right now is one day at a time. I'm just thankful, I do have a roof over my head and it's warm, and it can always be worse, you know. And if I don't get that job Monday, I don't know what I'm gonna do, you guys. As far as nursing goes, I mean, I don't know if this. I could probably go back to work out at this MR facility we have here. It's huge. We have a very, very nice and very large uh, MR campus. I'll just call it a little town because that's what it is. Uh, they live there, they live on campus. And then, you know, there's people out there that work, take care of them. But the problem with that was the last time I worked there, they didn't want to pay anything. They didn't pay worth a crap. So I don't know. And we have a psych hospital here. May probably go back to work at, but when I worked there before, I was the director of nursing's administrative assistant. So I don't know if they even still have that position. And I'm sure that the director of nursing I worked for isn't there anymore. This was back in 2006. That was 14 years ago. So she's probably retired. I don't know. I have to go. Kids will be home and they're taking me to. Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, I've been on here over 2 hours. Not that that's a big deal, but all right. Well, if I get some sleep today, I'm gonna get this spell that I've been telling y'all about gathered up, and I'm gonna come back on here at my usual time and show it to you or show it to y'all. So and then so it'll be and I'll have that one out of the way. And there was another one I'm gonna do too, but I'll probably do not. Just depends on how much energy I have. Usually, y'all know me. Uh, we'll just see how it plays out. But thanks for coming on and visiting with me, and I hope you have a nice weekend. Blessed be.